it's a really raucous, like fun cabaret rock concert style show.
I will say that there are boas and cardigans and sneakers. That's as much as I'll give away about that.
Oh, when you hear the music in the show, you're gonna hear stuff by Tom Waits and David Byrne and Harry Nilsson, the band, the Supremes, U2, and all these really interesting and great arrangements, and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, which anybody who I think had a childhood remembers Mr. Rogers, I think.
What I've tried to do, even though it's the story of Sherry Renee Scott, is to make it touching and relatable to everyone, because I think there's so many aspects of her story that I know speak to me. Just the sort of going out in the world and seeing things, and then returning home at a young age and trying to figure out, how do I get back out into the world? How do I find myself? How do I, in her case, get to New York? How do I end up on Broadway? That there's sort of this coming of age story within it.
Sherry Renee Scott is a very successful, big Broadway, as she calls herself, semi-star, who has been nominated for multiple Tonys for doing a lot of musical theater. And I am playing her because the Unicorn is the first theater in the country to do a production of Everyday Rapture outside of New York City. So I'm the very first person to ever play her who is not her, which is not nerve-wracking at all. Oh my God, the Menonettes, who are the backup girls. There's an understudy Menonette. Well, there's Christina Burton and Chioma Onyanwu, who are awesome. They're awesome. And Linnea McKenzie, who is our backup Menonette. She's been so great. She helped me a lot with lines, and all. They're so generous and funny and quirky, and they're bloody-tastic dancers. They're really, really great. And the band, woo, woo! Can't say enough about the band. Sam, Blake, Jonathan, Joseph, and Jeremy, just, there's a lot of J's right in a row. They're wonderful, and it's so fun to get on stage with these people every night and do this thing, because I know it's gonna sound good, and they're gonna take really good care of us girls, and the girls are gonna take care of me, and I feel very safe. Sherry Renee Scott is actually from the Midwest. She's from Topeka, and she has a lot of friends here in Kansas City, actually. And so I think having the first production being in Kansas City was close to her heart, maybe because it was like it was going back home to the genesis of where the story was. And also I think maybe just because it's kind of cool to be like, hey, where I grew up, look how cool this thing is that I made. I'm not in it, but these people are. Yay, cheer for that.
Don't miss Everyday Rapture, because Katie Gilchrist is hot, hot, hot.
Come see it. Come see Everyday Rapture, because it's going to be awesome. Really, really, really awesome.